Hi, we're going to talk today about something that is dangerous to your health and it can be dangerous to other people's health. We're going to talk about this thing called multitasking, that some people seem to think that it is a wonderful thing. And as a doctor, a minister, as a person, period, I look at multitasking. I mean, I look at it scientifically, and we have been shown that if people are multitasking, that number one, your brain becomes disorganized. Yep, disorganized because of multitasking. People think that that's a great thing. Oh, I'm a great multitasker. No, you're a great halfway doer. All right. There was an article, a Harvard article, and this is not the only one, but in this one they were talking about something. This doctor, this lady was in for her appointment, and the doctor was looking at his phone every now and then. He'd be looking at his phone, looking at whatever it was, and she knew that it was not about her medical stuff. She knew that no matter what, it wasn't about her medical stuff. But what happened was this: is that she got a wrong diagnosis. There was another situation with another doctor, and this woman was told to give a certain, the doctor was to give a certain order. So, now everything is done in the hospitals. They're done on phones. They're done, with all this automation and everything. But what happened is she received a personal text during that time. She paid attention to the personal text, but did not complete the order. A man almost died. He had to have open heart surgery in order to save his life. Things happen in multitasking, in kitchens, in business, in boardrooms, in your business, in your family, and in your relationships. My gosh, can you imagine? Here it is. You have this passionate thing going on with your husband or your wife, and all of a sudden they're going to pay attention to a phone at a pivotal moment. I mean, that is not a good thing. But another thing that it does, multitasking can be of a dangerous thing. People can try and cook and do things on the computer at the same time. And I'm not talking about looking at a recipe. And what happens is this: that you can burn something, you can hurt yourself, you can do these. Get this out of your head, that multitasking is a brilliant thing, that you can brilliantly do it. What happens is this: the science has proven that people that multitask do jobs, do business, do things that are substandard. Can you imagine that? Here it is that you think you're just really popping. I mean, you're just getting it going, and you're doing substandard work. What you're doing, because when you start to multitask, your brain is not taking in what needs to be taken in. And also, it's a memory loser. You do not remember when you're focused. Your what's happening in your brain is that it's doing the job for you. What it's doing is deciding, well, they think this is important, and we'll hold on to this, and we'll hold on to this. The different parts of your brain is playing umpire as to what's a strike or what's a keeper, what do you throw away. But when you're multitasking, what happens is this: you confuse your own self. It causes confusion in your mind. That's not the life that you want to live. Well, maybe it is. There's a book that Organize Your Mind, Organize Your Life, by a Harvard Health Publishing or whatever. And it talks about something that I think is very interesting. It talks about the how it is that when we organize our life, when we are focused on one thing at a time, how much more that we get out of it, how many more people are helped, how much more that we achieve when you do this. And I teach a thing in my boot camps or in workshops in different places, that what you can do with your brain is that you can plan your thoughts. When you're multitasking, you can't plan your thoughts. You are not a very good guard. You don't know how to judge your thoughts. Well, this is a keeper. This is something that's destructive. Multitasking can cause mental and emotional illness. Many people are ill because of multitasking. Think about that. When your mind is focused on many different things at the same time, and you're doing this, here it is, you have your hands doing one thing, your mind doing another, this other hand doing this, and here it is, you're trying to have a conversation. What's happening is that you're causing confusion, and where confusion is, the Bible says that where there's confusion, there's every evil work. And so all of these things are working against you, and you think that they're working for you. I want to time out. What it does is steals your time and your focus, because what happens is that you have to go back and redo it. You have to redo it. I used to be this multitasker. I used to be this person, and I've had people in my life where here it is. I had people working for me that multitask, and I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, they thought, oh, well, this is perfect. This is a perfect book. This is a perfect letter. This is perfect here. And I'm looking at it and I'm saying, I know you don't want me to put my name on that. You were not paying attention to what was important in this thing that I'm paying you for. People are paying you to focus. I let people know that many times what you need to do is to take a break from your computer, from your electronical type things, from, the way that you do things. Many people are so glued to their phone. They're glued to their phone. And every time you think, here it is, something pings and there it is, they have to pay attention to that no matter what kind of conversation it is. Many children get hurt because their parents are multitasking. One of my daughters, it was really interesting. She was driving and she got into this accident. And I said, what went on? What was going on? She said, well, my phone rang and I was just trying to see who did this, and I dropped it. And when I dropped it, I tried to pick it up. Here it is. She's driving, trying to pick up a phone, trying to figure out who's texting her or calling her, all of these different things. And there she did. She ran into someone else. If she had been on a bridge, or if it had been and another car ran into another car, because why? Because of the way that she had to stop. People could have gotten killed. There's a reason that there is a law here in California anyway that says you don't text and drive, you don't look at your phone and drive, that you have to have all of those things off to be able to focus. Focus is not overestimated. Multitasking is. What has also happened in life is that people do not plan their time. You do not plan your life. If you plan how it is, what it is that you're going to do, then what happens is that all of your energies. Oh, another thing that multitasking does, it tires you out. You become tired because your mind is never at rest. Many of you have your phones. This is not a phone. This is one of these little rabbit mouses things. Many of you have your phones right there by your bed. And it's pinging all night. It's pinging all night. Well, your brain never gets your mind. You never are able to shut down and end up with REM sleep. REM sleep is important. So what I'm saying to you is that you need to plan your life better. When you don't plan your life better, when you don't have certain times to do certain things, then what happens is you never get anything done right. And you said never. Many times what you're doing is thinking that you're achieving, but you're not. You're going backwards. You are backpedaling. You are doing things that you're faking yourself out. See, what happens is sometimes people say, well, I was doing this and I was doing this at the same time, and I was getting this done and getting this done and all of these things. And I got all of these things done in an hour. And then you go back and you look at it, or somebody looks at it, and you'll see what you left out. It is unsafe. Safetify your life. You say, what is that? It's a word I made up. Safetify your life. I am not going to do double duty. If I'm focused on you, being present in a conversation. Have you ever been around people where here it is, you're having a conversation with them and they're you, and they're looking all around, and they're not paying any attention to who you are because they have not practiced how to be silent, how to be focused, how to maintain eye connection. This is dangerous to your business. Who wants to do business with anyone that does not give them full attention? When I'm doing business with someone, I give them full attention. When I have a client before me, I give them full attention. If you cannot complete it, if you cannot give that person full attention, reschedule yourself. Many of you have these automatic or automated calendars and all. I still have this. This is good for me because if I block out an hour, if I block out 30 minutes, if I block out 20 minutes, I don't care how many phones it rings, unless it was something that I let people know in the beginning. I'm expecting a call from a doctor, or I'm expecting a call from a client or a patient. And if I have to do that, I will call you back. And here's another thing that people do, and you don't even realize how subtle multitasking is. Just hold on for a moment. Then you go and take another call. And I've done this. Never will do it again. But what happens is this, is you have this person on hold, so you can't give this person full attention. I've known people to commit to doing something financially, have had financial disasters because they had one person on hold. Here they were talking to another person about something. They were answering, they got their wires crossed. They were answering this question over here, but to this person over here. And so they committed to do something that they did not intend to do. And it cost them big time. Don't make those mistakes. You are so important. The people that you deal with are important. If your schedule is that busy and you don't have time for really to give a person the attention that they need, or that you need to give them so that you give them full attention, reschedule. Organize your mind, organize your thoughts, so that you are productive in everything that you do. Time is valuable. Time is valuable. And what you do is you can slow that time down. And what I mean by that is that you slow things down. You make sure that you are focused on what is important for you. And when you start doing this, you will start to value yourself. You are valuing who you are. You are an important person. You are treating other people with dignity and respect. You dishonor yourself and you dishonor other people when you halfway do things, when you are doing two things at one time, when you give no one your full attention. If you can't do it for other people, if you don't give yourself full attention, when I'm doing something for myself, when I'm cooking for myself, when I'm doing, having time for myself, I make sure that I give myself full attention. And another thing is many times people never ever give God full attention because it's always their mind is running, because they've not learned how to still their mind and to still their thoughts and to still their being so that they can focus on what it is that he has for them. This is one of the things that I also teach in my my challenge. And speaking of the challenge, we're going to have an Optimize Your Brain challenge August the 12th through the 16th. 12th through the 16th, and you're willing to join us. Information is down someplace there on this YouTube thing, and so you can get that information. And there's other things, but I would like to find out what you want me to talk about. What interests you? What is your biggest problem that you're having? I fixate on people's problems. I love helping people to answer the things or to get them unstuck from where it is that they are. I will be doing this YouTube live every Monday at 2:30, not 2 o'clock, but 2:30 p.m. because I have another taping that I have to do before then on the Kingdom First TV. So that's a commitment that I have. So I do that. But every Monday at 2:30, I will be live. So bring your questions. Let us know what it is that interests you. I'm here for you. I don't want to bring what I think you need, but I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me what it is that you would like answers to. And email those or however it is that people do these things on YouTube. But send us information, send us questions, answer it on our website, however it is, so that I can help you to optimize your brain, so that I can help you to get unstuck, so that I can give you things that are useful for you to live a full and a glorious life. That's my introduction to this online thing. And I'll see you next week. Same, not the same time, but 2:30 time, same station. And invite your friends, like this and subscribe to it, push that button that you need, and share it with everyone that you can. But the most important part of it is you let me know what you need from me. I am a doctor in psychology, not licensed by the state of California on purpose. I won't get into all the technical talk and whatever, but I will help you to have information, to have tools, so that you can take your life to the next dimension, so that you can grow, your family can grow, that you can have a healthy, a whole, and that word healthy means different things to different people, but I mean spirit, soul, and body, because everything I do it from the principles of God. I operate from those principles. And before you were ever created, before you were ever put in this earth, God had a part of him that he placed on the inside of you, and a picture for you that is already finished. And I want to help you to get to that fullness where you will have so that you will be who it is that you are, instead of being someone else, instead of having all these multiple personalities or multiple things, trying to be someone that you're not, or trying to please someone that you don't have to. And so that you can do what it is that you've been placed in this earth to do, so that you can have what it is that you desire to have. Those things to make sure that you can support your family, that you can take care of that you can have intimate relationships, that you can have the right business, picking the right partners and finding the right people to work with you. All of these things are important. Because you are important, start to treat yourself that way. And learn to walk away. If someone is talking to you, you're having a conversation with someone, and then they are not fully present with you, learn to honor and respect yourself enough to say, you know what, you're busy. I'll get back to you, or we can do this at another time when you can give me full attention. Thanks a lot. This is Dr. Baker J. Baker, and I will see you next time. Not the same at the same station, not the same time. Remember, 2:30. Invite your friends, and please, please, please make sure that you let us know how it is that we can help you. Bye-bye. In stream. In.